Welcome, Pile A. Let's see what kind of positive shift is coming your way. Knight of Cups, reversed. You may have been feeling emotionally unsure or disconnected recently. Not because you don't feel deeply, but because you've been learning when and where to give your emotional energy. This card suggests a shift from emotional confusion to emotional honesty. You're beginning to recognize what feels genuine and what feels draining. Example: you might stop romanticizing someone who isn't consistent, or you may decide to express your feelings more clearly instead of holding them in. This is a quiet but powerful emotional reset. 10 of Wands. You've been carrying a lot, mentally, emotionally, or energetically. Responsibilities may have piled up, and it may have felt like everything depended on you. The positive shift here is release. You're realizing you don't need to carry every burden alone anymore. Example: delegating at work, setting boundaries, or simply allowing yourself to rest without guilt. Letting go is not weakness, it's wisdom. 9 of Pentacles. This card highlights independence, confidence, and self-worth. You're stepping into a phase where you recognize the value of what you've built, your stability, your skills, your inner strength. You don't need external validation to feel secure. Example: enjoying your own company, feeling proud of your progress, or appreciating the life you're creating at your own pace. This is self-respect growing quietly but steadily. The Devil. This card brings awareness, not fear. It points to old habits, attachments, or patterns that once had control over you. The positive shift is that you're seeing them clearly now. Example: noticing when you fall into people-pleasing, overworking, or emotional dependency, and choosing differently. Awareness is freedom, and freedom brings choice. 2 of Cups. This is a beautiful card of mutual connection. It suggests balance, respect, and emotional equality, whether in a relationship with another person or in how you treat yourself. Example: healthier communication, a reconnection built on honesty, or finally choosing relationships that feel safe instead of confusing. This card reminds you that real connection feels calm, not chaotic. 4 of Cups, reversed. Emotionally, something is opening. Where there was disinterest, hesitation, or emotional distance, there is now curiosity and readiness. You're beginning to notice opportunities you once overlooked. Example: a new idea, a new invitation, or a fresh perspective that suddenly feels worth exploring. Your heart is becoming receptive again, without losing its boundaries. Here is a summary for Pile A. This reading speaks of emotional clarity, release, and renewed openness. You're moving away from confusion and overwhelm, and toward self-respect, balance, and meaningful connection. Move forward gently. Trust the pace you're moving at.
Thank you for watching. Take what resonates, and I'll see you in the next reading.
Welcome, Pile B. Let's see what kind of positive shift is coming your way. Judgment. This card speaks of awakening and realization. You may be reaching a moment where something finally makes sense, not dramatically, but quietly. You may realize why a past situation unfolded the way it did, or why a certain chapter needed to end. Example: you suddenly understand that something you once blamed yourself for was actually teaching you an important lesson. This is about self-acceptance and release. 7 of Pentacles. You've been patient. You've put in effort, time, and care. Even if results felt slow, this card reassures you that nothing was wasted. Example: you may have been working toward a goal without seeing immediate progress, and now you're beginning to notice small, but meaningful signs of growth. This is learning to trust timing instead of forcing outcomes. Ace of Wands, reversed. This card reflects a pause in motivation or inspiration. You may have felt unsure about where to direct your energy next. The positive shift here is clarity. Example: instead of chasing excitement that fades quickly, you're learning what truly energizes you long-term. This pause helps you avoid burnout and choose a path that feels more aligned. The Star. This card brings hope and emotional healing. You may start to feel lighter, more reassured, or quietly optimistic again. Example: after a period of uncertainty, you may notice your mood improving, or feel more at peace with where you are. This is gentle healing, not sudden change. Death, reversed. This card shows resistance to change, but also readiness beneath the surface. You're learning that transformation doesn't need to be rushed. Example: you may still be emotionally attached to the past, but you're slowly loosening your grip without pressure. Change is happening naturally. Strength. This card represents inner calm and resilience. You're learning to respond rather than react. Example: handling situations with patience, setting boundaries calmly, or trusting yourself instead of seeking reassurance from others. This is quiet confidence growing. So let's summarize what kind of positive shifts are coming to Pile B. The positive shift coming your way is renewed confidence and emotional healing. You are moving from uncertainty and waiting into a place of quiet trust and inner strength. This shift brings greater self-awareness, emotional healing, and renewed hope. Patience with your own growth process. Confidence that doesn't rely on outside validation. This is a shift from doubt to gentle self-belief. We hope this reading was helpful.
Thank you for watching. Take what resonates, and I'll see you in the next reading.
Welcome, Pile C. Let's see what kind of positive shift is coming your way. Knight of Swords. This card speaks of fast-moving thoughts and decisive energy. You may feel a strong urge to speak up, make a decision, or move forward quickly. The positive message here is clarity. You're becoming more direct with yourself and others. Example: choosing to finally say what you've been holding back, or making a clear decision instead of overthinking. This is mental momentum returning. Page of Wands. This card brings curiosity and fresh enthusiasm. It suggests a spark of excitement, creativity, or a new idea forming. The positive shift here is openness. You're allowing yourself to explore possibilities without needing all the answers. Example: feeling inspired to try something new, start a project, or follow a sudden interest without pressure. The Tower. This card represents sudden change or a realization that shakes old structures. The positive message is liberation. What's falling away was no longer stable or aligned. Example: a belief, plan, or situation unexpectedly changes, and while it feels uncomfortable at first, it clears space for something more honest. This is disruption that leads to truth. The Moon. This card speaks of uncertainty, intuition, and emotional depth. You may be navigating a period where not everything feels clear yet. The positive shift here is trust. You're learning to listen to your inner guidance instead of relying only on logic. Example: choosing to pause and feel your way forward rather than forcing clarity before you're ready. The Hierophant. This card brings grounding, wisdom, and structure. After emotional or mental uncertainty, you're being guided toward stability and meaning. Example: returning to values, routines, or practices that help you feel centered and supported. This could also reflect learning from experience or seeking guidance that feels aligned with you. Eight of Pentacles. This card represents dedication and steady progress. The positive message is growth through focus. Small, consistent efforts are building something meaningful. Example: committing to a skill, habit, or personal goal and noticing gradual improvement over time. This is progress you can trust. So here's a summary for Pile C. The positive shift coming your way is clarity through action and grounded growth. You are moving from uncertainty and sudden change into purposeful direction and steady progress. This shift brings clearer communication and decision-making, renewed curiosity and motivation, release of unstable situations, trust in your intuition, long-term growth through consistent effort rather than waiting for certainty. You are learning by doing. This looks like a shift from chaos to constructive momentum. I hope this reading was helpful. Stay optimistic.
Thank you for watching. Take what resonates, and I'll see you in the next reading.